What are their thoughts about you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at their thoughts about you as a person, romantically, their thoughts about their life as it pertains to you, and what they want from this connection. There is an extra bonus message at the end of each reading with a message from them and a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. This is a timeless reading, so it should resonate no matter when you come across it. The timestamps are below. This should resonate no matter what type of connection this is, whether you just met, barely know each other, someone from the past, you're in a relationship with this person for a short time, long time, little to no communication, no contact. And usually if it's a more specific type of connection, it will come through in the reading, so you'll know. If for a short period of time I am doing personal readings, if you're interested, you could email me. The information is down in the description. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Padawan. With the Seashell, the Ace of Cups card, and the Sodalite crystal, we're looking at their thoughts about you. And there is a bonus message at the end, which you can choose which your message is. And you'll see that with the timestamps in the description later. So let's look at their thoughts about you as a person. Harmony, unanimity, and harmony. There's something about you that just brings everything together. They see you as someone who is everything that they wanted. You know, that you touch upon every aspect of life that they dreamt about, that they're wishing for in a person, and you brought it in. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like if they had like a crazy checklist, you hit every single one of them, to the point where they're kind of a little bit freaked out because they're like, wait, is this like a test from the universe? Like, this person's too good to be true. But they like talk to you, or they've hung around you, or they've been around you, and they definitely feel like, no, this isn't some sort of trick. Like, they're actually my dream girl or my dream guy. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, they're just as good as their qualities. Like, they're actually genuinely that person. There's no like, oh, they do this, that, and the other thing that I'm interested in, but then they're like a bitch or an asshole. Like, they're seriously completely that person. I think they're kind of a little bit like it's kind of wild for them, because they imagine someone having all these like qualities, but then it's like a living doll. Like, to have this person like in real life, and like to figure out like how they make jokes, how they smile, how they talk, how they like move, how you move and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know, like a vision come to life, and they're kind of like amazed by it. Okay, the 4th house. Okay, which is like family, home, peace, comfort, cultural. Yeah, I definitely feel like whether you guys come from a similar background or a different background, I feel like both of you are so comfortable with each other, like very comfortable. Like, you can see like being so interested in their family traditions and your own family traditions. Like, they're so in the flow. Like, they feel like this is going to be a very interesting and very fun, fulfilling life with them. You know, there's a potential, if you guys are not at that stage yet, it's like, it just feels like, you know, they feel it. They feel like, yeah, this is going to be a fun life for me. It's going to be interesting. This is always going to like there's always going to be something. They feel so comfortable with you. They definitely feel like you're home to them. Like, I feel like they've been searching for someone like you for so long that they didn't think they would ever find you. Oh, that's so sweet. And we didn't even get to their romantic thoughts about you. This is just as a person. That's just their thoughts about you as a person, pile one. That's so cute. Okay, romantically. Six of Roses, they won. They won in life. Finding you. Like, they're the winner. You know? And I bet you, like, they worked their butt off to be the person that they are, to get someone like you. Because they really feel like you're like the ultimate person. Like, they see your value as like something like beyond reach. Like, I feel like you're a diamond in the rough. Like, they're so surprised that they found you, and like your worth, your value is so much higher than anyone knows, but they know and they see it, and they're like, I want to keep pile one for myself. You know, I don't want anyone else to know about this hidden, beautiful, like, huge carrot, you know, diamond in the rough. Transgression. I definitely feel like there was some sort of kind of flirtatious physical play, and it kind of felt like both of you maybe shouldn't have, but it felt so right. Like, well, how could you not keep your hands off each other? So I don't know if you like caught each other, you know, and you know things just got like a little bit hot and heavy all of a sudden, or both of you are kind of texting each other to the point where it's just like, oh, like maybe this is like too much right now or something like that. If you guys have known each other for a little while, I feel like both of you kind of had this like little moment where you kind of snuck away, or maybe in a public area, or just kind of, you know, in a place that you wouldn't normally have this transgression. And it's just because both of you are just so caught up in each other's, caught up in the moment, caught up in each other's, like, I'm just getting like both of you just like felt like so hot. Like the other person was just so hot in the moment, like you couldn't keep your eyes and hands off each other. It's just like you had to have each other in that moment. If not, it feels like they were hardcore daydreaming of that. Maybe they got a taste and they wanted more, but they couldn't in that moment because of whatever. Maybe you were at work, or maybe like something else was going on. You're at an event or something, or like you're out, like, you know, out about town or something. There's something where it's like, I wanted more, or like something was like a stolen kiss type of energy, but maybe for a lot of you, like a little bit more hot and heavy than that. So their romantic thoughts are like, definitely like I hit the jackpot as like them as a person, but then also in terms of their attraction to you, their sexual attraction to you. Okay, and so what's going on with their life? Because it might have something to do with their thoughts about you right now. The World, I feel like you changed their life completely upside down, like in a good way, or right side up, I want to say. You changed their life 180 right side up. Right side up, because I definitely feel like maybe they were kind of fumbling around life, like trying to figure out what they wanted to do. Maybe they were kind of directionless or aimless, or they were kind of just so work focused they didn't think about anything else in their life. Or maybe, you know, maybe they had some, like maybe they were divorced or had a breakup, and so like they haven't thought about this area in their life for a long time. I do feel like they kind of put a lot of things in life on the back burner. A lot of their goals that they wanted to achieve, I feel like they were kind of hyper focused on like just certain things, like basic things like health and work or something like that, I'm getting. And if they had children, like children, people that they're responsible for, their business, whatever, like I feel like they kind of broke their life down to just like the bare minimum and the things that they had to do, their main responsibilities. So I definitely feel like when you came into their life, or whatever has transpired between the two of you recently, whatever you've talked about, whatever you've been kind of hinting at, like it's just kind of blown their life wide open in a way that they haven't done in a very long time. And more so, like you opened up their life, their world, way more than it ever has been open before. So they're thinking about the future in many different aspects, and it's like kind of, inspiring them. Finding, and it's in reverse here. I feel like they're finding themselves through you. So if we're looking at just their life and how it kind of relates to you, it's like they're finding themselves, and they're finding their life, they're finding their world. Like you literally cracked open their world, their life paths, their future. And I feel like they're having a moment. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're kind of a little overwhelmed at this time. And they just need a second to kind of take it all in. And trust me, they're loving it. But they just need a second to kind of enjoy it and process it. Like, it's a really fun thing for them. So I would enjoy it with them if I were you, pile one. All right, so what do they want? What are their intentions with you? A date. Yeah, so I do feel like for most of you, especially with the Ace of Cups, like it seems like a first date. This could be someone who's coming back and offering you a date, or kind of wanting to hang out again. Give this a shot. Like they feel like they're in a good place. They feel like you might be in a good place. Maybe they're checking things out and they want to ask you out. Yep. And if this is someone you've been in a relationship with, been going out with for a while, I do feel like they want to rekindle this kind of romance, especially with this new prospect, like this new life path opening up for the both of you. They don't know exactly where it's going to go yet, but it's exciting them, and they're very, very inspired and motivated by this potential that the two of you have. But I feel like for the most of you, this is something more on the newer side. And they definitely want to take you on dates. I'm hearing multiple dates. They just definitely want to enjoy this time with you, and they're so excited to do that. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, I definitely feel like they just want to take their time to enjoy this moment. They really want to indulge. I feel like I'm definitely feeling both of you are kind of feeling like this could be the one. And so this might be the last time where you get to indulge, not in a like sad way, but like in a kind of, you want to enjoy every moment, like suck the life out of every single moment. It's not suck the life. Enjoy every precious moment as much as you can, because it definitely feels like this might be, the last time you have these kinds of feelings where you're just kind of starting this new thing. And they really want to indulge and savor every moment. And I think you should too, pile one. I feel like they want you to do as well. And I think you do want to. Like, you understand it. Like, you're not in a rush because you feel it for yourself too. All right, so pile one, we have these extra messages for you from them, a message from them, and a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. So we have the Lapis here and the Tiger's Eye. So you can take a second if you need to pause to pick a pile for you in regards to a message from them, from their energies, and a message from higher self, from Spirit in regards to this connection. So we have the Lapis and the Tiger's Eye here. If you want to take a second, and we'll see you in the Lapis pile first. Pause here if you need to. Hey, pile one, Lapis Lazuli message. We're looking at a message from the energies from them and their higher self, and then a message from Spirit. Let's get started. So a message from them, online connection. So it might be that you guys met online, or you're connecting at a distance, or that maybe one of you is taking a trip at this time. It could be a short trip or a long trip, but they definitely want to keep the communication flowing and want to keep connected to you. There might have been a situation in the recent past where one of you had to go away, or one of you requested to be in contact a little bit more, or it's like, oh, I don't want to disturb you at work. It's like, oh, feel free to, like, don't worry, like, if I ever not need to not talk on the phone, like, I'll let you know, or like if I can't message you back, I'll let you know. Like, I feel like there's like this bit of like more open communication, even if it's not online. I feel like even in person, this person is kind of like, yeah, we keep the communication open. Like, I'm sorry if I ever make you feel like you couldn't talk to me. Like don't feel that way. Like, or maybe we two are kind of talking a little bit more. But I also am getting that little bit of like a trip vibe. If one of you is going away for like the weekend or a week or something for work or seeing family or whatever, like they would definitely like to keep the communication open. I wish I had treated you better. So I definitely feel like they feel bad that like they made you feel like you couldn't talk to them, or they made you feel like they weren't thinking about you, or that they had to cancel something, or that they had to, like maybe they like didn't get back to you for a long time, or they're looking back at their actions like, oh, I should have done this or that. I don't think it's like too bad, but I just feel like they were just not aware when it came off or made you feel. I think for most of you, it wasn't even on purpose. Like, they were just being, themselves, and they didn't realize that they're doing anything that would make you think in a certain way. All right, so that's a message from them, and then a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Yeah, I do feel like there's like a trip coming up, or some sort of like, because I just feel like it's such a like warm vibe from this reading. I feel like if they ask for some time to kind of think about things, it's because they're thinking about like how they hurt you, or how to like do right by you, or how to pursue this next potential life path with you. So if they ask for space, like I would definitely give it to them. But also I feel like they want space to figure things out, but not too much space, because they want to keep talking to you. But I think Spirit is saying that like this time of separation coming up, even if it's just for like a day or for whatever that trip or something like that, I feel like you guys will still be talking. But Spirit is saying it's important for something. Bliss. May you feel deeply and transcend. It's because both of you are going to miss each other so incredibly. I feel like something's going to click. Something's going to click for them where they're like, I can't go even a few days without pile one. Like, something is wrong with me. Like, am I falling for them? Am my feelings deepening for them? Like, I need this person in my life, or I need to be in contact with them more, or I am missing them like crazy. So like whatever is coming up where you two are going to be kind of in separation for a short period of time, I do feel like it's going to kind of like expose their feelings to themselves. Like it's gonna make them realize how crazy they are for you, and how much they want this future. Like, they can't stand it. I'm hearing pile one. All right, so this is kind of like, I feel like, where things take a different direction and for the positive. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like, a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light. Hi, pile one, Tiger's Eye pile. We're looking at a message from them and from Spirit in regards to this connection. So I'll start with a message from them. Too many options. So I definitely feel like whatever was kind of expanding in both of your lives, it's kind of got them so incredibly excited. They're kind of like, oh my goodness, like there's so many things that we can do. There's so many ways and directions that we can go, because their whole world's expanded, right? It's just exploded, and they're like, there's so many things we could do. There's so many places I want to travel with you. There's so many different hobbies and different dates and different things I want to try with you, and food and this and that. Like, they're so extremely excited. I want you to meet this person and that person. Like, their whole like mind blown, like exploded, right? And so there's like that aspect of it. And there's also they're now that they're kind of like they're deepening their feelings for you, they're realizing that you have this really really good aura around you right now, pile one. It's like really really attractive to people because, you know, if your person is feeling this way about you, like you're in that energy, so other people are going to be attracted to you too, pile one. Maybe you're going through a glow up. Your energy definitely is, pile one. I could like even not even talking about this relationship, this connection. I definitely feel you're going through this kind of energy where, you know, you're getting seen. Like people are like checking you out. People are noticing you. Yeah, I feel like a glow up moment, even if it's just energetically, it is going to exude out externally too. But I feel like a lot of you physically, like you might have made some physical changes, or you're just like looking better, you're feeling better, feeling healthy, feeling more confident, more sexy. And it definitely shows that you're definitely going to get some attention, pile one. And so they're kind of a little bit kind of wary about that too. They're like just making sure like that no one like they're noticing how many people notice you, you know, and it's kind of making them kind of a little bit apprehensive. Okay, my life is not as together as it seems, especially because they feel a little self-conscious about where they're at right now. You know, maybe they're feeling a little bit self-conscious about what they bring to the table, or maybe they feel like they're not exactly what you're looking for just yet, or like they can't give you what you want exactly just yet. So they're kind of, yeah, they're kind of a little bit intimidated, they're a little bit kind of worried that they're not going to be enough for you, and that you might have keep an eye out for someone else. You might have even mentioned that you're just like dating casually or something like that, or maybe they haven't expressed their feelings for you or their intentions with you, so they're kind of like worried that you might not take them seriously just yet. So there's a lot of like, I feel like just like you see how like many thoughts I just like said right there, one after another. That's their mind right now. Like they're having so many thoughts cross their mind in regards to you. They're like, I need to make a move, but like, am I in the right place to make a move? But if I don't, then maybe someone else will like sweep them off their feet. And there's like that kind of energy. And I'm getting on top of that, like the energy of like, but you just exploded my world. You just kind of opened me up to so many beautiful things I can potentially do in this lifetime. And like, it's like just too much, right? They're thinking a lot. Okay, and then message from Spirit regards to this connection. Gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. Yeah, I think what's bringing in more people attracted to you is like the loyalty that you have to this person, or the fact that you're like respecting this connection and showing gratitude for it. You're not just like, oh, I have this person, so let me look around, like I like there might be something better out there, like just having gratitude for the person in your life right now and giving them the focus and giving them attention and like seeing how it works out, without like trying to incorporate like too many other people. It's okay if you're like dating, but like I feel like there's something between the two of you, and once you recognize that, if you try to like look for other people even after you recognize there's something between the two of you, that's like spitting in the face of God. Like, like kind of like spitting in the face of the universe. Like you're like spitting on love. Like they're like, we got this person who really loves you, and there's a special connection between the two of you. If you don't treat this correctly, and you don't have to like say yes to this person, but if you don't treat that love preciously, then your energy is gonna reflect that. Your aura is gonna reflect that. But if you do treat it preciously, then obviously your energy is gonna like ramp up, and that's why you're gonna get all these beautiful things attracted to your energy, right? So gratitude is definitely the way to go here. And compassion, gratitude and compassion. Wow. So there's definitely an energy of be nice. Be nice, pile one. May you tend to the suffering. Oh man. Oh my God. There's definitely an energy of there might be a lot of people that you attract, and it's kind of like be nice to the people even if you're not interested in them, and know that the shoe could be done on the other foot, and treat others how you want to be treated. And especially this person, like you know, whether it works out or not, like whether you want to be with this person or not, like I would definitely be like honest, and I definitely come from the heart, and I would definitely treat this person right. It's a very, very special thing when someone shares their love for you in a very genuine way, and you don't want to, you want to do it justice. Like you don't want to treat them badly, you know, unless like you need some like restraints or something, like some, like if it's like some sort of sketch situation. That's not what I'm talking about. If someone like offers you their heart, like how you treat that heart is going to reflect it on your energy, and you shouldn't do it for that reason anyway. You should have gratitude and compassion just because it's for its own sake, right? But like you already know that pile one. I feel like this is just kind of like reminding you, like you can be a heartbreaker if you wanted to, pile one, but that's not you. Or that's not you anymore. I feel like this person feels like you could be a heartbreaker, and they're kind of worried about that. That's why if you have the energy of like, no, I will treat your heart and your love that you give to me with genuine care and compassion and gratitude, it's going to put their energy at ease because they're kind of nervous that you're going to hurt them. So if you, even if you don't say it to them and you just have that intention, your energy is going to reflect that, and you can see their energy is going to calm down, and they'll be able to take more action towards you, pile one. All right, so pile one, Tiger's Eye, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate it. Like a comment, and with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile two, with the Dolphin or the Queen of Cups card and the Amazonite crystal. We're looking at their thoughts about you. And there's a bonus message at the end where you can choose your message. That's going to include a message from them and a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. So let's get started. What are their thoughts about you as a person? Devotion and dreams fulfilled. I definitely feel like, okay, they're devoted to you because they get that sense from you. Like they feel like I'm getting kind of like perfect wife, perfect husband kind of person. Like this is the person I can be loyal to. This is the person I want to be loyal to. I want to be devoted to. They are my wish fulfilled. They are the woman or man of my dreams, and I want to give my life to them. I want to see what it's like to make them happy, to help them, to care for them, to have fun with them, to go through the good times and the bad times together. I will be devoted to them. I feel like this person is like I feel like this person is understanding what it means to be devoted to someone for the first time. You know, maybe in the past they had like a hint about it, but when they saw you, they're like, I feel like they imprinted on you. Like they're just kind of like, I will do whatever this person needs me to do, and in whatever way that they need me, I will be there for them, kind of thing. You know, it's kind of like they understand what devotion actually finally means. You know, and so this person is wanting to be devoted to you, like willing to be, or is devoted to you, depending on where you are in your connection. Wow, that is deep. Okay, the first house, which is your self-image, how you come off physically to others, outwardly to others, and your individuality. I'm going to like worship you. They absolutely love everything about the way you present. Your looks, for sure. Drop dead gorgeous, I'm hearing. Very, extremely hot. So incredibly sexy. Like, they get turned on every time they see you, kind of thing. Like, you know? And then I'm getting that's kind of when... That's something that went into their decision, because the fact that you can make them feel that way, they're like, oh yeah, like I can stick with one person forever if it's this person, you know? I feel like I just heard their inner thoughts and I didn't mean to. And also just the way that you speak I feel like they've seen like different aspects of you, like the way that you are kind to other people, the way that you are to people who are unkind to you. If you're in like an angry state, or if you're in a very frustrated state, or if you're in a very pleasant state, or if you're in like a very serious mode, like they've seen different aspects of you, and they just love the way that you handle yourself. They're like, I can get on board with that. Like, this person isn't going to be embarrassing me. In fact, they're going to make me look so good. I love that the way they handle things, and they just know how to like work a room, or they know how to conversate. Even if you're someone who's more timid and shy, or even if you're someone who's very like talking all the time, it doesn't matter. Like the way that you present outwardly, they love that about you. They love the way that you interact with others or don't. they However you present outwardly, they love that. They definitely can work with that. And I definitely feel like they kind of balance you out perfectly too. I feel like if you've been in a lot of like crowds together or groups together, it's like very obvious that you two kind of have a really good back and forth with each other. If you're telling a story about how you met or something like that to your friends, it's like a very like, you know, you guys definitely have some sort of chemistry. People can pick up on it like right away. But I also get like if this is someone new, or someone you're just starting to date, I definitely feel like this is the energy where you're gonna find that out. You're gonna find out that you two have a really good synergy in a lot of different types of situations. You guys just work well together. And I feel like this person like knew that even before you two kind of started working together. Really good synergy. All right, so let's look at their thoughts about you romantically. The limo, the chariot. They're like, let's get this baby on the road. Let's get this party started. Let's get this relationship started. Let's start heading for the good times. Whatever you want to do, I'm down for it. You want to go on vacation right away? Let's go. If you want to move in right away, let's go. If you want to get married right away, let's go. If you want to have kids right away, let's go. If you want to go over here, retire, and start this business, or move here and start this new dream project for us, let's go. They are so willing to do whatever you want to do in life together. And I think it's because they just want to spend time with you. Everything they imagine doing with you, or everything they have done with you so far, has been so extremely rewarding and pleasant and fun. Even like the hard times I'm hearing. If this is a new connection, like they just feel like they sense that about you, and whatever you two have experienced together has been very extremely pleasant, that they just want to dive into the deep end. Like they definitely want to just get into the relationships, or get into that project, or get into some life goals. Like they just want to live life to the fullest with you, which is so beautiful. Feelings, they definitely have a lot of deep feelings for you. The devotion card here with the feelings, I feel like this is a rare type of love, right? This is a type of love where it's just like, you know, they could never be embarrassed to show this much affection for you and this much love for you. There's no embarrassment, there's no holding back, there's no like anything like that. They're just like, I feel like both of you are kind of this way, like where it's just kind of like you can't stop yourselves from showing how much you love each other. And that is just so wonderful. I love that. I feel like this is the type of connection where if like the mood hits, or if they're even thinking about something like how cute you are, they'll like take out the phone and like they'll take a picture of you, just because they want to remember how cute you were in that moment. If they find you incredibly attractive in that moment, they won't even blink an eye before they kind of had their hands on you. If they're feeling so much love for you, they won't, they would immediately tell you how they're feeling about you, or, show that love and affection through their love language, whatever that is, showing you a gift or affection or words of affirmation or whatever. Like, I feel like they're the kind of person that like, they're not going to hold back. When they feel it, they're going to feel it, and they're going to let you know. So cute. Okay. So what's going on with their life right now as it pertains to you, or just in general? you know, because I feel like it's gonna resonate. Soulmate. I feel like they feel like they just found their soulmate, or if you have been with this person for a while, like they're feeling that resurgence again of like, wow, I can't believe I'm getting anniversary. I can't believe I've known this person for this long and I still am, and I'm so in love with them, and I still want to spend every moment with them and just cherish every day that I get with them. Like I'm getting like anniversary feeling, I love coming back to this spot with them. I love creating these traditions. I love spending time with them. It never gets boring. It never gets dull. It's just more and more fun every time we get to do this or hang out. Or I remember, like, you know how like everyone has like their specific types of milestones. Like anniversaries is one way, but like, you know, every time you go to that restaurant, or every time you go to that, you know, vacation spot, or every time you whatever, like celebrate a kid's birthday, or you know, whatever it is, like getting a new kitten or a puppy or something, like there's energy of like they're remembering every moment that you, like every moment of that same kind of moment, like every time that you went to this restaurant, or every time that you made this specific type of dessert or something like that, and they're like, I love it more and more each time that we do this. There's a sense of like tradition or something, like doing things because you loved it so much the last time, and you're like, oh, like maybe it's not going to be as good as last time, but then it's like different or more unique, or just as good as last time or better, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like both of you feel like life is just keeps getting better and better with this person, as you create more memories, even if they're the same kind of memory. They're always like special and different. Animals, that's so funny. I kind of like mentioned like, oh, like every time you get a pet or something like that. I feel like the both of you have this very primal connection. I do feel like they have like the hots for you, and I do feel like they're kind of want to just like jump you right now. I feel like they're so in love with you that they just kind of want to devour you. Yeah, I'm getting like animal instincts kicking in. I'm also getting this kind of energy where they kind of want to like take care of you. They want to take care of you, and they want to kind of like spoil you a little bit. You know, I'm getting like, even if they can't spoil you with money, they want to spoil you with attention. Or even if they can't spoil you with a lot of quality time, they want to spoil you with like diamonds. Like I feel like whatever, like they want to be able to give you like everything, and if they can't give you a certain thing, they give you more in another area. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This person will continue to spoil you in whatever ways they can. That is so sweet. Okay, what they want. What do they want for this connection? What are their intentions? Mask. Hiding true feelings, pretending. I definitely feel like this person hasn't told you exactly how they feel about you just yet. I feel like they're like, if I told Pile 2 how much I like feel for them, it might scare them, kind of thing. So that's like if this is a more newer connection. If you guys have been dating for a while or known each other for a long time, I definitely feel like for some of you it's like that, like they've been kind of like just at the side, kind of watching you, kind of just being your friend, or maybe it's a long distance thing, and so you don't know how much they kind of just want to start this and move this forward. And for others, like like if you've been in this connection for a very long time, I feel like there's always more deeper and stronger feelings, and I feel like they always like want to surprise you, and I feel like they are always surprising you with like their grand gestures and how much thoughtfulness they put into even like little things. Yeah, it's crazy. You and your loved ones are safe. Yeah. I feel like this kind of love is very protective. When you stepped into this love pile too, I don't think you understand how powerful their love is, especially for you. I feel like for them in general, their energy is very powerful pile too. Like whoever you found, like they are, energetically, spiritually powerful. They are. They have the ability to love very deeply, and only the people who have been through a lot of stuff in life, usually in this current lifetime, but sometimes in past lifetimes, who have that ability to love that deeply are that powerful, and carry that much light, and can also carry that much darkness, but like they're that powerful, right? And so I don't think you understand how well protected you and your family that you create are. Wow. Okay, so pile 2, we're gonna go into the bonus messages, where you can pick from 2 piles, the Lapis Lazuli or the Tiger's Eye, and you can kind of take a second to pick if you want these extra messages, which is a message from them and a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. And the timestamps are going to be below. Pause now if you need to. Okay, pile 2, Lapis Lazuli pile, looking at messages from them and then from Spirit. Let's get started. Bound to feelings. Yeah, they are chained to their feelings for you. I feel like this person feels deeply, and they are integrated into your mind, body, and soul. With their mind, body, and soul, I feel like no matter whatever happens with this connection, I mean, obviously I feel like this love is so deep that you probably couldn't help but love this person just as deeply. Again, with that imprinting energy, I feel like how could you not love someone that has that deep of feelings for you? Unless there's sketchy things going on, but like a psychopath or something. But besides that, this person, their love for you is so deep. It's gonna be hard to find anyone who matches that energy and that love for you. It's you're gonna want to be with that person, right? Yeah. But yeah, whatever happens with this connection, even if you two kind of decide to kind of call it quits or have some sort of separation or kind of take a break for a while, they would never ever stop loving you that deeply. This person, when they find someone that they love them extremely hard. Okay. I wish I could share my good news with you. Ooh. So I do feel like it was gonna come out in reverse. I do feel like they do have some good news with you, but I feel like they're gonna wait to share it. We saw with the mask in the main reading that they do kind of keep some things to tell you because they kind of spread it out. I feel like they like to surprise you little at a time. But I feel like they're really excited to share this thing with you, so I wouldn't be surprised, pile 2, if they surprise you with some good news soon. Nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. Yeah, so I feel like Spirit is saying, if it feels like something, if this is a newer connection and it feels like something, there's a bump in the road or something, Spirit's no, trust me, that is just a bump. That's just a few bumps. Read it out. Is it an actual red flag, or is it just some sort of fear coming up for you? This connection is so deep, or has the potential to be so deep, that it might scare you. Even if it feels like it got off on the wrong foot, give it a chance. Even if it feels like both of you are on a separate page, different pages, or whatever situation, maybe it's different, or maybe something you prefer something to go in a different way. Whatever it is, just really look at it and ask yourself, like, is it, or are you just scared of how deep this person loves? If you've been in this connection for a long time, I feel like this might be a little bit more of a serious issue that you feel like, oh my goodness, how are we going to get past this? Or I don't feel like you're making a mountain out of a molehill, but I do feel like it's like, look at the long-term relationship, and in terms of this long term, like, was it this person's intention to do that thing? Was it actually wrong? Do you have a part to play? You know, because I feel like this person loves you so deeply they would never do anything to intentionally hurt you. And it might have been an accident, or they might have just had like a blonde moment, like it's just like a blip, you know? And so I feel like everyone makes mistakes, everyone's humans. You gotta know when to, like, you gotta pick your battles, right? And, like, you know, understand when this person makes a mistake, because, like, you would want them to forgive you if you made a mistake like that too, like, you know? And I do feel like it was not intentional whatsoever. Okay, and reveal. May openness lead you to connection. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is like saying, like, you know, keep yourself open to this connection. You know, feel it out. If this is something new, it's like, give it a chance. Like, you know, give this person, you know, several months maybe. Like, if you feel like they're not at the right place for this connection, if you feel like you're not in the right place, like, just leave it open. See what happens, you know. If you just want to be friends for a while, just keep the communication open what Just give this person a chance, like, you know. You might be surprised. You might be very surprised about too with what comes of this connection. If you've been in this connection for a long time, I feel like this is something Spirit is saying, whatever's happening in the connection right now is like, you know, just be open. Like, this person would never do you wrong, and if they ever feel like they did, you see how they try to make it up to you. Watch. No one would do things like they do. They understand how hurt you feel, and they feel so hurt when they hurt you, even if it's by accident. Watch how they react. Watch what they do to make it up to you, or to kind of heal that hurt, or to show their love and affection for you. This person doesn't give up, and they put in energy and effort. That's the kind of person you want to be with. Just give it a moment. See what happens. All right, Pile 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hey, Pile 2, Tiger's Eye. We're going to be looking at the messages from them and a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. So, message from them, eat your heart out. I definitely feel like your person knows that, like, they are going to try to give you everything, and that's going to make them look so appealing to you. I feel like you're not going to be able to help yourself, Pile 2, from, like, being so enamored by them. Like, I feel like they're going to pull out all the stops to the point where you, Tiger's Eye, are not going to be able to say no to them. I feel like they're going to be irresistible to you. They're going to pull out all the stops. They know what you like. They know what you want. They know what turns you on. They know what you want for the future. You try to stop them. Try to stop them, Tiger's Eye. Try to. You're not going to want to. You're good. And so, like, they're just like, yeah, eat your heart out, baby. Because, like, I feel like if they're going to make it impossible to not be in love with them. This is so cute. Like, I feel like this is a new connection. Like, I think you're just gonna, like, fall head over heels over them, and I feel like you're just gonna, like, I feel like I'm, like, the way that I'm, like, laughing and smiling, like, your cheeks are gonna hurt from, like, smiling so much. And maybe your other cheeks are gonna hurt for some other reasons, but like I'm just saying, like I definitely feel like they're gonna be so extremely playful. You're gonna be laughing all the time. You're gonna be smiling all the time. You're gonna be feeling good all the time. The serotonin is gonna be flowing, girl or guy. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to say no to them. They're gonna charm the pants off of you. Okay? I want you. When this person wants someone, nothing is gonna stop them. Absolutely nothing. And it came out in reverse, so like they're gonna make you want them like nothing else, like no one else you've ever have. Okay, so this is your warning, tiger's eye. Be wary. Like this person is gonna pull out all the stops, and you're not gonna hate it. You're gonna love it. It's funny. What's Spirit's advice for you in regards to this connection? Different paths. You are not on the same path. You're not on the same page with the person you have in mind. The direction you want to go to move into are different. I definitely feel like even though this person is charming your pants off, like you might want to kind of check in on if you guys want the same things. I feel like this person is like kind of, charming you, attracting you. You're attracting them, like, it's going both ways. And I feel like they want to kind of dive into just, the fun parts that they might put the serious stuff to the wayside. And so Spirit's just kind of reminding you, like, if this is something new, you might want to make sure you have your boundaries, make sure you kind of set your intentions, like to let them know what you expect and what you kind of want from this connection. And expectations is a little bit different, like, because like you put out your intentions, you put out what you want, and then you kind of, you can never kind of predict how things will work. You kind of collaborate, but I definitely feel like don't lose yourself in this person's, it's not games. I just feel like they're just trying to have fun with you. But like if you want more, I would definitely say that up front. If this is a connection you've been in for a while, I definitely feel like you two kind of might be kind of going in different directions now, maybe a different career path, maybe one of you is thinking about moving, something has come up in your life or their life, and so it's just kind of like Spirit being like, make sure you talk about this, because the way that you guys are having so much fun and falling for each other, like you don't want to get hurt in the end, not to say you shouldn't have that fun, but like just being prepared, be prepared if you do end up going into different paths, or talk about like, at least talk about like in a serious manner what you should do if things come to this decision or whatever, right? And faith. Yeah, I definitely feel like Spirit is saying like this is such a good connection that if you two have faith that you guys can get through whatever, you can get through whatever. So may trust steady your fears. Yeah, I feel like the thing is you just want to trust this person with your whole heart, that they're not gonna like, this isn't just for fun, that this is something more serious. And even if this has been a more committed relationship, that this is going in a direction both of you want. So I think there's like this time for fun, and I feel like this person is genuinely just wanting to have fun for the sake of enjoying this time of your life. But I definitely feel like you want to check in and make sure that you're on the same path. And I do feel with the faith card here that like things can go in the direction that you want it to, that both of you want it to. It's just important to check in so you don't lose that part. You don't forget about that part. Because I feel like this person is like taking a lot of time and energy to kind of just like woo you or to kind of amaze you. That I do feel like that once in a while they might bring up some like future plans and stuff like that, but they have to look out for what's important to them, and you have to look out for what's important for you, until this is more concrete. Your paths are more concrete. Especially if this is in like the beginning stages. You're both kind of checking in with what you want. Whereas if this is a connection that you've been in for a long time or in a while, both of you are looking out for each other's interest, but I feel like maybe in different ways sometimes, you know. And so you just kind of have to check in with each other. All right, pile 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate it. Like a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile of 3, with the Starfish here, or the 5 of Cups, and the Angelite crystal. We're looking at their thoughts about you. There is a bonus message at the end where you can pick your crystal to find a more personalized message for you, a message from them, and a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. So let's get started. What are their thoughts about you as a person? Always joyful. And it came out in reverse, kind of like you're a joyful person, always finding the good things in any situation. And they absolutely love this about you because you're just a typical happy-go-lucky person, or you try to be, even if you're in a very difficult circumstance, or, you know, even if it feels like, you know, you've been hit one after another by like environmental factors, or other people, like you don't let people get you down. You always hold on to hope. You always hold on to happiness and positivity, and every like challenge is an opportunity for you. But I feel like in general you just have a very, very joyful energy, so much so it makes them happy. Even if you're not in the best mood, like just being around you makes them happy. And I feel like it kind of plays off of that. You might even feel like whenever you're around this person, or you get to see this person, or you get a message from this person, you become happy, or your thoughts change to a more positive vibe, and it just feels like you two are so good for each other. They feel like you guys uplift each other. You guys keep each other moving forward and looking towards like the next step, the next goals, the next beautiful moment between the two of you. And they appreciate this so incredibly much with you, because I feel like they've never had an experience like this before, or not for a long time, or not this strongly. And it's just this energy that you guys make each other better. They definitely feel like you make them better. They definitely feel like they want to do nice things for you because you're such a kind, genuine soul who puts their best in everything and makes life worth living, I'm hearing. Wow. The 5th house. Okay, so 2 5s here. Passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. This is kind of like the dating house, right? They definitely have an incredible amount of fun with you. They love the things that you're passionate about. They love how you two kind of play, the way that you kind of work off each other, the way that you kind of make everything fun, even things that like are more serious, or I'm hearing like paperwork kind of stuff, or things that like responsibilities, things that you need to get done. You make it fun. You make it like they want to get these things done, even if it's just to see a smile on your face because of it, to take more off your plate, to kind of lighten your load. So they have more time with you to kind of enjoy life. They are inspired by you. Anytime you guys are thinking about a potential date, they have a lot of things lined up because they really, really enjoy the things that you're interested in and how you're so open to some of their interests. And it just makes them want to spend time with you and hang out with you and enjoy every moment they can with you. I feel like you can catch them kind of just like smiling or singing or humming, or kind of doing more creative things, following their own passions and stuff when they're around you or thinking about you. You're almost like their muse, just because you make them happy. You know, even if it's not totally about you, just being your presence makes them want to enjoy life more for themselves, and therefore, like with you. And it just kind of, like, I feel like the energy kind of builds on top of each other, where they just want to do more and more, have more fun with you, find more things that you guys can do together that you might enjoy, you know, try to make time in their life and their busy schedule for you, because they know that you two will have fun and it'll be worth it to take that extra break or take more days off or things like that, because you are their pride and joy in life. I'm hearing like they will not regret taking some time off to spend with you, taking an extra minute to call you or message you, because they know it will make them happy, it will make you happy, and I feel like the both of you just kind of want to make each other happy and spend more time with each other, because you guys make that a personal goal for yourselves, to encourage more joy and happiness in each other's lives. That's so sweet. Yeah, you're a ray of sunshine for this person, for sure. Even like your beauty is just enough to uplift their mood. I feel like they're the kind of person who would have like cute pictures of you on their phone that they look at often and things like that. So I definitely feel like this person looks to you a lot to kind of inspire them throughout the day, daydream about you throughout the day, and think about like what they're going to say next to you, and what can they surprise you with next, or you know, looking forward to talking to you at the end of the day because they're excited to share this idea with you, that kind of thing. Okay, so what are their thoughts about you romantically? 5 of Roses. Wow, okay, so 555. So there's a huge change coming into your connection. And I definitely feel like it's motivating them more to kind of, I'm hearing, lock you down. So if you two aren't already kind of going steady, I definitely feel like they're getting more motivated to do so, because they want to, I'm hearing, they want you all for themselves. Not in a selfish way, but kind of in a way that they recognize that, like, you're a catch. You know, they might even feel that you're a little bit out of that league, or that you might be a little bit more experienced or well versed with relationships, or just kind of more attractive, or just have more to offer or something like that. Like there's like, I feel like they recognize things in you that like, they're like, oh, not everyone would know about this. Like if people got to know Pile 3 on a deeper level, no way would they stay single, or no way would people not be hitting them on all the time. You know, I feel like they feel like they discovered you or something. Like they kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a miracle that you came into their life or something. And I feel like this person would fight for you. Like they want to like let you know that like they're going to put in the effort, they're going to put in the work. I feel like they feel like you're so worth it. And whatever they need to do to keep you, they're going to keep doing that. Even if they already have you, they feel like they want to continue to kind of charm you and show you that they're worth being with, and they'll do everything to continue making you happy, and they'll continue fighting for you, you know. I'm getting that they even like the way that you argue. Like it, or maybe it turns into like a fun, playful like wrestling thing between the two of you, or you know, both of you just like, I feel like it turns into a more physical, intimate thing. Like you're the kind of person that they would want to make sure that you don't go to bed angry, kind of thing. I'm getting they even like the way that you two kind of have disagreements or arguments or something like that. Like they find you cute, and they also enjoy the way that you use your mind and your compassion and your love to kind of work through anything that might come up for the two of you, and they respect the heck out of that, because they understand that that's a rare thing. You don't see that, you know, all the time in connections where people can work through any kind of challenge, big or small. Desire. They have intense amount of desire for you. They would do anything for you. They want you in a very deep primal way. They just cannot keep their hands off you. They want you more than anything in life. I feel like when they're around you, like everything else in the world kind of disappears and it's just the two of you. It's deeply romantic. Like I feel like they can picture the two of you kind of making love in all different types of very, very romantic scenarios. They just want to ravish you, I'm hearing. And they have such a deep love for you that they're so unselfish in love. And yeah, I feel like they can kiss you all over and kiss you all over again. And they just cannot help but ooze love for you because you entice them in so many ways. I'm hearing like not just your mind, not just your body, but your whole soul. They're in love with you in such deep ways that I could imagine, if this is something new, that like you're in for a really fantastical type of connection. If you've already been with this person, you already know what I'm talking about. If you've been with this person for a long time, yeah, you already definitely know what I'm talking about. You've definitely had very extremely romantic encounters with this person that is, you know, better than your wildest dreams, you know? I feel like they often dream about you. Like just having you in the physical is not enough. They dream about you as well. And it's like they can't get enough. All right, so what are the thoughts about you in terms of what's going on with their life and how it pertains to you? Gratitude. They're very, very, very grateful for you and what you brought to them in their life. I feel like you've allowed them to kind of smell the roses and kind of appreciate each little moment. And if this is a newer connection, I feel like it's like that kind of moment where you're kind of falling in love and you're just kind of taking in any and every special moment. Anything that's beautiful that they see around them makes them think of you. You know, anything magical that happens around them, they think of you. Any kind of even sign of synchronicity that they encounter, they kind of relate it to you, I'm hearing. So they're very deeply like embodying your energy, encapsulated by you. They're in wonderment. Like they can't help but just see colors more vividly. I feel like even if you've been together for a little while, they are still having these moments where it's just like, wow, like I can't believe my life right now. And not just in regards to you, but like how you make every part of their life like more magical and more meaningful. You gave more meaning to a lot of things in their life, small and big. So they have extreme amount of gratitude that you walked into their life. Dreams, yeah, like just what I was thinking. So not only are they dreaming of you in an intimate manner, but they also dream about just all the beautiful, sweet moments that you two can have together, where you two could travel to, what your life could look like. You know, you opened up their minds to such beautiful visions and dreams and goals that you two can have and enjoy together. And I feel like not only are you an inspiration, but you're kind of a motivation for them to kind of act on these dreams. They're like, I gotta act now in order to make this dream come true. I feel like they often even listen and pay close attention to the things that you mentioned that you dream about, and they think about like surprising you with those things and making you happy in that way. So there's a lot of dreaming, daydreaming, visualizing, kind of just being swept away by their thoughts of you, and like you in their life. Wow, that's really sweet. Okay, so what are the thoughts about what they want from you? What are their intentions? Clock, needing time to heal. I definitely feel like if this is kind of a newer connection, whenever you kind of enter a new relationship, at the beginning, there is a part where both parties kind of do any sort of residual healing from past relationships or past wounds that come up, that is that you're reminded of being with that other person. There's so much you can do by yourself, right? Even if you've done a lot of healing and revisiting and reviewing past relationships, what you learned, what you want, what you don't want, all these kinds of things. But there's always a little bit that you have to finish with a person, because like it's not the same. It's like kind of being not like tested, but it's kind of like putting what you've learned into practice. So there's a little bit of that part in the beginning where you kind of are maybe talking about some of the things that you experienced in your life that you feel comfortable being vulnerable with the other person. And that's always kind of like like true test and testament to your bond and your trust for each other, to see if I share my deepest desires or my heartbreaks or my dreams with this person, they're gonna hold it with a lot of care. And so I definitely feel that this person and even you might be recognizing like this is a time where you two can do that. If you two have been in a relationship for a long time or a while, it feels like this is a moment where you can kind of take pause and kind of see how far you've come, all the things that you've accomplished, all the good times and bad times, and appreciating the other person for being by your side and helping you step by step, and how they've approached that situation and how you've approached it. And it's a really good sign if this person is like taking stock in the relationship. It's something that needs to be done throughout a relationship, but not everyone does it. So your person is very, very good about doing inner work as it comes up in regards to this connection, but in regards to their own life as well. And I do feel like this person, I feel like I'm getting like time to go. So like whatever you two are kind of working towards next, I feel like there's like a time for pause, but there's a time for action. And they are very much someone who is willing to take the action, but they'll take their time to make sure that they're making the right decision. But if the moment is right, and that like they'll strike when the iron's hot. So if something comes up and it's like important to kind of take action sooner rather than later, there's someone who will step up because they understand the seriousness and the importance of this decision. But if it's something that's like really important decision, but if it's a really important decision that will affect the both of you very profoundly, they will do the due diligence and do the research and think a lot on it, on car rides when they're driving to work or something, or I'm getting even on vacation, they'll spend a lot of time in silence, but like they'll think about these things, especially if they're wanting to make a big step for the both of you. They will take the time to make sure that the decision is right for both you, them, and the both of you together, and whoever else is involved if you have kids and stuff. Nothing will come of the situation. It came out in reverse. So I definitely feel like this person, no matter how long you will be with them, always will have that feeling of this person can leave me at any second. Like I need to keep working towards this, and like there's always like kind of like there's a freedom attached to this connection, because it feels like, no matter what happens, I love this person so much that I will always do whatever is best for them. And they always kind of leave that option open. Like if they don't want this future with me, if they don't want to pursue this goal with me, then I can do it myself, or I can let them go. And they always feel like that. So they always feel like they're always worried a little bit that you might leave at any moment. But it's not like a huge fear. It's more of kind of like they feel like you're too good for them, or they would understand if you want something else for your life, something you feel like is better that doesn't include them. They like respect you that much. So I feel like they always kind of leave the door slightly open for you to do whatever is best for your life and for you. And that's how much this person deeply, deeply cares about you, Pile 3. And that is so sweet, because it's very rare to find someone who will do right by you and act in accordance to your highest best good, even if it's not for theirs, because that person cares more about you than they care about themselves. That's what they're saying here, which is so deep. And I don't know if they've told you this yet, if this is something new. This is something you're figuring out, and maybe a confirmation for something you might be thinking. If you've been with them for a while, like, know that this person always has your best interest at heart. Okay, so now we're going to go into the second part, where these bonus messages, message from them and message from Spirit, where you can pick either the Lapis Lazuli or the Tiger's Eye for a more specific message. And if you need more time, you can definitely pause here for these extra messages. All right, Lapis Lazuli pile. We're looking at messages from them and messages from Spirit. Start with messages from them. Hard feelings. It's interesting because this person would do anything for you, and they would do anything for your best interest, but they would definitely feel so terrible if you didn't choose them, because they have so much feeling for them, and they always have this kind of self-confidence issue where they feel like, maybe you do deserve better, or, they feel like they're not enough for you. And so they would take it incredibly hard if things didn't work out between the two of you. I feel like they take a lot of things that you say very personally, very deeply. If it's something that kind of slights them, something about their looks or about their career or about, anything personal to them, and they definitely take it hard, even if they don't show that, because they want to show that they're strong and that you can't, nothing you do can hurt them, because they'll always be there for you. But this person feels so deeply for you that they do get hurt anytime you say something even slightly negative towards them, because they love you that incredibly much that your words mean everything to them. And I'm getting you're the only person that can hurt them. Anyone else can say whatever about them, but when it comes from you, it destroys them on the inside. So I'd just be aware of that, because this person might come off cool or aloof or whatever when you might bring up some sort of criticism, but just know that they take it deep into the heart. I wonder if you are happy without me. Yeah, see, this person is just always wondering, they're wondering for you. They're like, oh, would they be happy with someone else who can provide them with this, that, and the other thing? Or, do they want more from me? Am I enough? And so I feel like this is kind of a lingering thing for them, even as much as you kind of reassure them and show them your love and respect, and how much you want to be with them and your loyalty. I feel like this person will always kind of have a slight feeling of what if we never met? What if they end up with this other person? What if one day they wake up and decide they don't want to be with me? And I feel like it's just the general, it's not it's not a fear that's so too big for them, where it's gonna affect their relationship with you. This is kind of a little bit of a minor one, so you don't have to worry about anything. Pile 3 here. It's just they love you that much that they would be heartbroken if anything were to happen. And it just goes, because when two people really, really love each other, they're always trying to show their love for the other person with the fear of I might lose this one day. And that's a true fear that comes with anyone that you love, not just a romantic interest, but with children or parents or any loved one, that I love this person and care about this person so much, I don't know what I would do without them, kind of energy, but I feel like that also comes with like love and adoration. Like they just kind of give you those like sweet loving eyes, and they look to you with like, wow, you're so perfect and you're everything to me in this world. And that's the kind of energy that this person is bringing, true genuine love. And I'm feeling like if they feel this way, you probably also feel this way about them, where you don't know what you would do without them, kind of thing. All right, message from Spirit in regards to this connection. Twin flame. Oh, who called it? This is definitely some sort of divine counterpart, twin flame, or a high level soulmate connection. There's a very strong bond here where you both feel almost like attached and a little codependent, a little interdependent. I feel like a lot of people paint codependency out to be a very bad thing, and that's only if it's done, if it's like if it's done in a very negative way, in a way that's like harmful to yourself or others. But codependency is not a bad thing. Like, you want to depend on your partner to, you know, take care of their responsibilities, and them you to play their role out, and for you to play your role out, and having some sort of, you know, you don't want to have like strong expectations, but kind of, you know, knowing where the two of you are coming from and working together and collaborating with each other. Yeah, this person is your mirror soul. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. It feels extremely sacred. Like, it feels like sometimes like it's more than like you can even handle sometimes. It just feels like you're handling it with kid gloves. Like it's so precious to both of you that you kind of just want to make sure you handle everything so right, and you might take some extra precautions. You might do a little bit more over analyzing, being more gentle with the other person and gentle with their emotions, and careful with how you say things and how you approach them, and absolutely sure with your actions. But there's also like even though you're handling this very gently, there's moments where it's just like raw, pure love, emotion, where you just can't help but kind of express that and let that come through. Whether it's just expressing love to each other, verbally or even physically, it just like, you can't help it sometimes. It just comes through. But both of you, I feel like, are very emotionally and spiritually mature, that you kind of try to cool things down for the most part, because it's hard not to be like full fiery passion all the time. So it's like almost like you have to kind of take time to kind of cool off, or kind of like, you know, if you keep burning so brightly, it's gonna like burn you two out. So both of you kind of make sure you have enough time for your own self-care. Make sure the other person has enough time to take care of themselves, because you two could burn so brightly forever. Soothed. May you settle gently. Oh, gently, that word. I kept seeing gentle, gentle. Even as the wave breaks above, I feel like both of you can weather any storm. You two are very, very much there for each other. I feel like both of you may have already kind of been through rough waters together. If this is something new, it definitely feels like, wow, this person has known me for such a short time, but they've already seen me at my worst, or kind of helped me through some crises, and like, I don't know what I would do without them. And there might be a little bit of a trauma bond there, but like, it's kind of something that like, that kind of bond, it kind of like bonds you for life, right? And there's nothing wrong with kind of exploring that connection and evolving it, as long as it doesn't stay at that base, like only that base trauma level where you're just with each other because you went through that experience together, but wanting to grow and evolve that to something more. And I definitely feel like if you've been with this person for a long time, I feel like there's no one else you'd rather have lived life with thus far than them. And they feel like, I can't imagine what my life would have been like without them. I definitely feel like you've vastly improved their life, and kind of, I don't want to say saved them, but it feels like you saved them, and you might feel the same way about them, that they saved you or something. And it just feels like such a deep kind of connection that is kind of bonded in so many of these like kind of more extreme experiences. that even like the little moments together are just have so much, like, I'm getting like sparkler vibes. Like there's so many just like fireflies, sparklers. Like I'm getting this kind of like, there's always like magic even in the small moments together, because both of you kind of like look and gaze deeply in each other's eyes, just knowing like how much you mean to each other. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you two are tied in so many different ways, in so many beautiful ways and divine ways, that it's just like makes every moment that much more precious. All right, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like, a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Tiger's Eye pile. We're looking at messages from them and then from Spirit. Let's start messages from them. Hard over heart decision. Oh, head over heart decision. So I definitely feel like this person, because I said head over heart, what did I say? Heart over hard. So I feel like there's like a really, really difficult decision they have to make, and then they have to use their logical mind instead of their heart, which is so pulling them to, I feel like, make a decision right away, ask you something very important and very big, pile 3, right away. But they're like, okay, I gotta play this smart, And they're trying to combine both their head and their heart because they so badly want to just follow their heart, but they know they have to play it cool and do it the right way. And so they're trying their hardest to kind of pull themselves back from kind of asking you this, or making a decision right away, or offering this opportunity, or talking about this very important thing in regards to the two of you. But they're like, oh, I have to play it cool. I have to do this the right way. It's mustering all the strength that they have to not just kind of just blurt it out and say all these things. They don't want to come off like too eager or too much for you, even though I'm getting that like it wouldn't be for you. But like, I think you would even appreciate them kind of taking their time and doing this the way that they would want to do it, rather than regretting it later. I don't think they would really regret it, but I think they want to handle this in a better manner. Like they feel like they can do better, and better than just like blurting it out. Like they can make it a little bit more special this moment. And even if it's like a difficult thing to say, because I feel like for most of you it's like something that they want to really say to you, express like their hidden feelings and stuff. But I feel like if this is a situation where it might be something that may make the connection a little bit more difficult for a time, they want to just kind of like come to you and like cry to you, but at the same time, like they know they have to be strong for the two of you. So either way, like they just want to come to you and just be vulnerable and open up, but they know they have to handle this in a way that they would be proud of themselves later. I hide behind material things, and it came out in reverse. So I feel like right now they might be kind of distracting themselves from whatever they have to say to you. And for most people, I'm getting like a 60-40 split kind of thing. For most of you, like this is something that is really good news for you in the connection, but they're kind of distracting themselves because they don't want to jump the gun. Like I feel like it might be like too early, or you two kind of still need to go through some milestones, or like they want to still have some experiences with you, or maybe there's something coming up, an event or something, and they want to wait till after, or they want to wait for the right time. So they're kind of distracting themselves from you in order so they don't accidentally blurt it out. So just know that if they're kind of like, if it seems like they're kind of, working a lot or working on other projects, or they're kind of always busy running errands or something like that, and they're still showing like kindness to you and giving you the time of day and stuff like that, it's because they have something much, much bigger on their minds for you, pile 3, than I think you'd be surprised to know about, especially at this time. And if this is kind of like a more difficult thing that they need to express, I feel like they might be kind of, giving you a lot of gifts, taking you on a lot of like nice dates and stuff because they want to show you that they care about you and love you so much and that they'll be with you no matter what, or be with you in whatever way they can. But they're definitely kind of trying to ease the blow by creating all these special memories with you. So when it comes time to sharing that news that like maybe they have to go on a long work trip, or they have some financial news that they need to share with you, or maybe they're going through some sort of difficult time, that like you have these memories to hold on to kind of get you through that difficult time in the connection. So that's kind of what they're kind of thinking of doing, which is very, very sweet. All right, so message from Spirit for you in regards to this connection. Magnetic connection. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. Yeah, I definitely feel like they can't help but to be drawn to you. And like I feel like it's like sometimes they can't help themselves and they just have to have you. They just have to express their love to you. They just have to like buy this thing for you because they can't stop thinking about how you would look wearing this, thing. Like I'm getting like a watch or a necklace or whatever. They are drawn to you. I feel like whenever they're away from you, they can't wait to talk to you again. They can't wait to be in your presence again. They can't wait to hold you again and to be held by you and to kiss you and to just be with you and just to just to hear your laugh and see you smile and to look into each other's eyes and to caress your hair, whatever it is. Like I feel like they miss you like so much all the time, no matter if this has been something new or you've been with each other for a long time. They can't live without you. Like you're their oxygen. They can't breathe without you. And I feel like sometimes they feel like they don't want to tell you how much you mean to them because like if this is new, it's like it might be too scary for you. Or they don't want to push you away in case like you don't feel the same way, or you don't want to, it'd be too intense for you. And if you've been with each other for a long time, they don't say that because they don't want to lose you. They feel like if you knew how much they kind of still are so deeply, madly in love with you, that you might think they're crazy, because who does that? Who's still madly in love with their person after this long? After seeing everything and being through everything, like who is still, I feel like there's no friend among their friend groups or no one that they know in their family or anyone that has a connection like this. So they kind of they're scared of their own feelings sometimes. They feel the intensity of it, and sometimes it scares them because they don't see it anywhere else, and they don't see it between anyone else in their reality. And sometimes I feel like they think that something's wrong with them. Like, is this an obsession? Is this something that they have some sort of disorder? So sometimes they freak themselves out with how much they're not obsessed, but kind of like tied to you, how much they feel for you, how intense it is. Gratitude, how cute. May you honor all that you receive. I feel like this person's a very pure heart. They're very grateful for everything. Like, even if you like think of them and you're like, oh, like, you should take this with you for lunch, like, and then they have it for lunch and they like think of you and like, this made my day. Like, how do they know that I would need something like this today? Like, they almost like you move them to tears almost because of how thoughtful you are. And sometimes they feel like, does Pile 3 even know? Does Tiger's Eye even know that like what they do sometimes? Like, it feels like it's just like an angelic message that's been channeled through you, that you're like, you say the perfect thing, or you hold them in the right way, or you kind of give them the emotional support or encouragement that they need. Sometimes you just give them the right idea or inspire them in the right way. And like they feel like you don't know what you're doing when you do those things. It's just like you're so divinely connected that you just channel exactly what they need. Almost like you pray to the universe, you pray to source energy, God, that you are able to channel exactly what they need that day. And they're kind of almost moved to tears because they're like, they're in awe of how much you care for them and how much you just kind of show up in the most magical and perfect ways. That is so sweet, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was very magical. If you resonated with the reading, you've liked it, I will appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 4 with the Moon card and the Celestite. We're looking at their thoughts about you. There is a bonus message at the end of the reading where you can pick a crystal for a more specific message from your person and from spirit in regards to this connection. So let's get started with their thoughts about you as a person. Affection and determination. They love that you have such ambition in life, that you have goals that they feel are so meaningful and powerful and important, especially when it comes to love relationships. You definitely put that as, one of your first priorities, and you definitely make it known. You definitely show them so much affection, and that's why they like to shower you with so much like gifts and affection as well. They feel like you're so deserving. You're so deserving of everything you accomplish in life, and they feel like you have accomplished so much in life because you're such a genuine, hardworking soul that really works hard at their goals and what they want. You figured yourself out. You figured out what you want in life, including what you want in a relationship, and they admire that so much. They love that you know what you want in a relationship, and you know what you want in terms of goals for the relationship. And I'm also getting that you very, very much open up the conversation to kind of include their dreams, their visions, and what they want in terms of goals for the relationship. I feel like they learned so much from you when it comes to relationships, more than they have in any previous relationships. I'm even getting in the bedroom as well. They love exploring new ideas and new concepts, new perceptions through you, and it makes them want to love on you even harder. You make them want to do more in life. I feel like this person, your person Pile 4, they have a lot of potential, and they've also accomplished a lot in their life, because only people who are very ambitious can recognize that kind of depth of ambition in another person. And so they're also someone who's like a go-getter, and I feel like you change their focus to focus more on the relationship, and I'm getting they owe it all to you. I feel like because they never had a reason to before, or much of a reason, but you made them understand that putting your heart and soul and everything you got, your blood, sweat, and tears, all your efforts, all your resources into a very, very healthy and profound and very productive connection like this can make everything in your life fall into place. So you have to kind of figure out what's important to you, and then you focus on put all your focus on that, and it kind of trickles through in everything else in life. If we're not for everyone is that a romantic love relationship, but I feel like for you it is, and they hitch their bandwagon to you because they're like, I'm going to follow their lead. They apparently know exactly what they're doing in this relationship, and I'm going to follow their lead and put everything I can into this connection, because it's going to improve everything else in my life. But it's not just so like practical, because I do feel like they really, really enjoy that aspect of yourself, that you very much know what you want and what you want to go after. But it makes them want to lead this connection or lead with you. So you kind of made them the best version of themselves, and they understand that. They appreciate it more than you know, and they recognize it, and they're super aware of that. And they want to do the same for you. They want to be your support system. They want to be the person who leads you on, and help you lead the connection in the way that you want to as well. I feel like this person really wants to step up for you, and not only will you help them step up, but they will, go the distance. They will definitely take over and take your inspiration and run with it. So they will end up doing more for this connection, putting more energy, effort in, and leading the way and bringing more inspiration and ideas to you. Then and that you'll be surprised, like, wow, like I can step back a little bit. I don't have to lead all the time, and I trust this person to kind of do what I would for the relationship, maybe not in the exact same way, but it have the same results, kind of thing, and I feel like you start taking inspiration from them, and I feel like that's like the sign of a really good connection, because you both are inspiring each other, learning from each other, growing with each other, and continuously trying to grow and evolve with each other and kind of push each other up. Square, a challenging situation, a mountain to climb. I feel like both of you are very, very ambitious. I'm hearing power couple. So I do feel like this person, they love your fierceness. They love the way that you look, because I feel like you can have a very like serious, very professional vibe, but at the same time they get to see a side of you that not everyone else gets to see, which is the more sensual, the more vulnerable, the more gentle, and the more loving side of you. But they love the fact that they're one of the only people that can see that side of you. It makes them feel like they get a part of you that only they get to witness in this lifetime, or one of the few people that get to witness that, maybe close friends and family. But they love that you two have this kind of like secret life together, that only the two of you know about, and then everyone else only gets to see like certain aspects of you. You two are both very open and honest and completely naked in front of each other, whereas in front of the world, both of you put on your armor and you fight side by side, and they respect the heck out of you, powerful. I feel like they get to indulge in all of your beauty, in all the ways that you come off so attractive, whereas the world only gets to see that one side or only a few sides, and they get to see all your sides, and they love every single side of you. Wow. Yeah, both of you are like go-getters. Like both of you are very like high level. You both want to go after very ambitious goals, and both of you can pull it off, especially with both of you together, working together. And you both know that too. You're like, together we make a powerful team, and we can accomplish anything. And both of you like to accomplish big things. Wow. And it's because the both of you have a really strong emotional, spiritual, mental foundation. There's like a meeting of the minds here, but on top of that, you guys are very open and honest with what's going on with your life, and if there's anything affecting you emotionally, so the other person can help or kind of mitigate it, or kind of be there for you. And both of you you have such a strong inner universe because of each other, that you guys can go and conquer the world. Wow. All right, so what about romantically? What are the thoughts about you romantically? The rose ceremony, judgment. I feel like they often show you that they choose you over and over again. I feel like grand gestures. I definitely feel like this is a couple that is doing really, really well in life, or will be doing really, really well in life, or just continuously moving up and up and up in the world, and therefore having a lot of resources, a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity. And so both of you love, love, love to spoil each other in big, grand ways. And I feel like this is the kind of person who would love to marry you over and over again. You know, it's like that kind of energy. Take many types of honeymoons, you know, like not just like a wedding honeymoon and a baby moon, but like any time that there's like a cause for celebration, they do it up. I feel like that's so important in relationships in general, but for this connection, like to celebrate small wins, to really show each other that you are proud of them and happy for their accomplishments. Both of you are genuinely, truly happy when the other person achieve something, because it's like our achievement, not just yours, you know, like although the other person achieved it, it's like makes both of you bigger and stronger and better in your energies and in life. Okay. Romanticism. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Both of you are super, super romantic, but on the outside, I feel like people wouldn't be able to guess. I feel like both of you have like a public persona, like the way that you handle things publicly or in your company or business or whatever, to people, random people around you, to crowds, to audiences. But when it comes to just the two of you or your family, your friends, and like your loved ones, you two are so sweet on each other. I do feel like even though in the public eye, both of you are kind of more quiet and kind of keep your personal life more private, it's not hard to tell that there is a deep level of respect for each other and therefore a deep level of love for each other. Even though you kind of keep it more professional, there's like little hints here and there where people catch like things like, oh, you two holding hands or looking at each other like longingly and gazingly from across the stage or something. Like there's definitely this energy, like where, like, you know, if you're in the middle of a meeting and your partner calls, like you will definitely take, you know, their call, no matter how important the meeting is. Like there's like tells for sure, but I feel like you don't like kind of flaunt it until you're unless it's like in your personal life, which you guys keep mostly private, you know, just amongst like your loved ones, people you like and care about. But you two are deeply romantic, and it's almost like kind of you make it a habit out of one-upping each other in romantic ways, because the time that you spend together is so precious and special to both of you, and you try to make it as extravagant or as extremely romantic, even if it's like simple, just because it's like finally it's just us two, you know, because I feel like the two of you take on so much in the outside world that when it comes time to just be the two of you alone, it's more magical because of that, you know. It like kind of heightens the intensity of that moment. It kind of heightens your feelings for each other, and you two do make it a point to take as many moments and vacations and time together as possible, because both of you look forward to it, and rather spend your life doing that. It's your priority. But I feel like there's a thing where you both really enjoy facing challenges together in terms of like the business world or in your other goals. Like you guys like the challenge. You guys like the mental games. You'd be bored otherwise. I feel like you two spend a lot of time talking about that too. Like when you're not in this like romantic phase and just like at home alone, you guys really enjoy kind of playing these like mental puzzles together and helping each other with each other's work, or even your combined goals and projects. All right, so their thoughts about their life and how it pertains to you. Faith. I feel like they have, it's not even like blind, like it's kind of blind faith. Like they just absolutely know that this would work out. And that actually helps the connection more, because both of you have like so much incredible faith in the connection and each other, that actually manifests as both of you having like almost no problems with each other. If you have any problems, it's like outside of the connection. It's something that you two can solve together, almost like a fun puzzle, I guess, most of the time. But like you guys have so much undeniable, unshakable faith in each other and the connection and how much it helps the two of you and both of your lives together, that it actually manifests as this like immense, like really intense, like protection around the connection, where like nothing can come in that isn't like helpful to the connection. And that's why you both of you are so protected, and that's why you kind of even kind of manifests in the physical reality, with not many people being able to access the two of you in this very, very romantic state with each other, unless it's like a loved one or people you truly care about or like or are helpful. So like it really, really helps that both of you have this like extreme faith in the connection in each other. It actually energetically it works in such magnificent ways. Grieving. Right now, I definitely feel like your person, pile 4, is kind of, I feel like grieving the old self. So if this is a more newer connection, I feel like they're grieving their old life and who they were, just because they know where this is going, and they know that their life will never be the same. So they're taking some time. It's not like a sad grief. It's like a bittersweet thing where they're saying goodbye to the life they knew. But it's like I feel like they're so incredibly happy and fulfilled, having faith completely in where this may go for the two of you, that they're I feel like savoring these last moments in their old life with you, and you too, I feel like, in your old life, because both of you kind of know like, oh, this is where this is going, you know, even if both of you don't know exactly where it's going yet, but both of you know it is transforming. We see 2 butterflies here, so it's like absolutely transforming. And I feel like the two of you are going to take your time to savor being in this like where you, before the two of you kind of take off kind of thing, right? Make it big in the world. Achieve your goals. I think it might happen more rapidly than you think. And so both of you like know like this is going to change really quickly. Might as well savor as much as you can. There's kind of like a romantic story where if both of you started from nothing, or both of you are starting from this point, and then you kind of go through all these things and achieve success together. It's a very sweet story to share between the two of you. Very personal, maybe private, but it's just an incredibly touching story and witness that together, both of your lives improving and changing for the better. It's like something that bonds you as well. If this is something, if this is a connection where you two have been together for a while, I feel like there's like a huge change on the horizon where you both know like nothing will be the same again, like for example having a child, or kind of moving to a new location, starting a new business, or you know changing careers or something along those lines. Or it could be the loss of a loved one. Maybe one of your parents has passed away or something like that, and it's like both of you kind of know like life will definitely change for the two of you, but it's kind of like bittersweet, like knowing that like this is an opportunity to have a positive change in your life, as something new, something different, but kind of appreciating the chapter of your life before and how everything was before and all the sweet moments then. All right, and so what are their thoughts about what they want with you, their intention towards you? Love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. So I do feel like this person is going to reach out very soon, to kind of express love to you, express that they're thinking about you, tell you about like an upcoming plans that they have in store for you, with you. And I feel like this person always wants to keep in touch, always wants to kind of let you know what's going on with their life, wants to know what's going on with your life, and kind of always wants to kind of touch base and kind of keep things moving, kind of have things that you can look forward to, but also telling you things that they loved about something in the recent past or even in the far past. Like, I remember this moment that we had, whatever. So they're always reminding you of sweet moments in the past. They're always showing you ideas and visions and things that they want to plan to do with you in the future, but also connecting with you in the present and letting you know that they're thinking of you and what are you doing now. You know? It's very, very sweet. I'm also getting kind of like sexy messages here and there, you know. I feel like they kind of mix it up. Sometimes it's sexy, sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's like kind of more serious, like future plans type thing, but they're always thinking of you, they're always connecting with you, and they never want to stop that communication between the two of you, no matter what the two of you are doing, even on a busy day. Like we mentioned before, like middle of the meeting, don't care, you know. I feel like it's because they're high up enough where they can pause the meeting for that, or you. And confidence is your key to success. There is a intense amount of confidence in this connection with you. They are absolutely sure that this is the right person you're the right person for them, that you two can't do any wrong, that you two will always be successful, that you two will always share a very strong love and can get through anything and achieve anything, and will always have a very strong love for each other and always have desire for each other. It's like you can't shake this person. If 100 people, even 1,000 people in a straight line, one after another, came up to them and told them all these negative things about you, about how the connection won't work and this and that, it would not make a drop of difference to them. They have absolute confidence in this connection with you. It's unshakable. All right, Pile 4, so we're going to go into the bonus message if you would like. We have the Lapis Lazuli and the Tiger's Eye. So you may choose one crystal for your more personalized message in terms of a message from them and a message from Spirit in regards to this connection. And if you need more time to pick a crystal, you may pause here to pick. Hi, beautiful Lapis Lazuli pile. We're looking at your more personalized message from them and Spirit's message for you in regards to this connection. Let's look at the message from them first. Confusion is nothing new. I feel like your person is saying, even if right now things seem kind of uncertain, or you two are kind of like figuring out what's next in your path or how the other person is feeling right now, that does not shake them at all. They're like, there's going to be times where we don't know what the other person's thinking or feeling, or there's been a moment where we haven't been able to catch up, or, you know, there's a big decision ahead of us, or it seems like things are going to be going in a new direction and we might not be sure whether it's within this connection or with the two of you and a new path. There's always going to be moments where you kind of like don't know everything. It does not shake them. They might think about it, they might overthink about it sometimes, but it does not instill fear in them. They have absolute faith in this connection, and they know that like they can hit you up or talk to you next time, or talk to you in person whenever you two have a chance, or kind of break down whatever you two need to figure out into like steps or pieces, and that they'll figure it out. Like any kind of confusion or uncertainty does not scare your person away. They are very, very strong, and they have absolute faith in this connection. That's so sweet. So many things remind me of you. Yeah, they are constantly reminded of you throughout the day. I feel like because it came out in reverse, like I feel like they almost want to remind you of them throughout the day. So like they're constantly kind of messaging you, or like, you know, flagging things on their phone, or, you know, writing things down that they might want to bring up with you later, because they just kind of know that you'd be interested in it, or, you know, might want to know about it or something like that, about them, or about plans with with you, a date or something like that, or something you might be interested in, or a funny meme or something like that. They like always like kind of have things like in store that they want to share with you, that they want to like get you excited about, or that, you know, they're always thinking about you, like what things that you might be interested in, that you might like. So I'm getting like they also try to like remind you of them a lot, because I feel like this person wants you to be thinking about them a lot. And I definitely feels like it kind of makes sense with the main energy, the main reading, where it's kind of like that both of you have so much faith and confidence in each other, and it's because both of you make an effort to be reminded of each other, make sure you're at the forefront of the other person's thoughts, or, you know, it's like, don't forget about me. Like, you guys make it an effort to be, they make it an effort to be on your mind constantly, and they constantly have you on their mind because of that as well. So I definitely feel like this person's like, you know, I gotta have your mind, body, and soul. Like, I want you to be thinking about me all the time. It might seem like a little obsessive, but I feel like this is a more healthy way, where it's just kind of like, it's kind of, I feel like that's why the connection, like the I'm getting the power of your combined aura together is so impenetrable, because both of you are constantly thinking of each other, and therefore protecting each other, loving each other all the time. That's why both of you like can, like, I'm getting like burst through any challenges in your individual lives and in your combined lives so easily, because you both are constantly kind of renewing that energy of like thinking of each other, showing that love and protection energy, wanting the best for the other person constantly. So it just kind of makes that energy much more stronger. And a message from Spirit in regards to this connection: free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's like, oh, this is kind of overkill. Like, you know, you might be doing too much, they might be doing too much. And I feel like both of you know it too. Like, oh, like you're constantly thinking of the other person, doing things with the other person, thinking about them, thinking about things that would make them happy or might be interesting for them, thinking about your future, your past, your present, all the time. And I feel like both of you like to have that kind of control, especially with like the amount that you two kind of take on your plate in terms of your goals in your external world. I feel like, you know, people who are very, very successful tend to be able to have control over more things. And that doesn't mean like you will have control over everything. You have to be okay with, like, you know, when things go differently than you imagined. But I feel like both of you kind of try to practice, you know, having control over like your, you know, your business, or, you know, your household and your finances, and like events and all these other things, your health. You have so much control over, you try to have so much control over other aspects of your life that you kind of bring it into your romantic love relationship as well. But whereas like you can, like, you know, do what you have to do in your, you know, more masculine, action oriented energies. But when it comes to just the two of you, when it comes to your romantic love relationship, you know, just kind of let things like flow a little bit more, because it will be successful no matter what. You don't need to have too much control over those kinds of things. For example, if you have a vacation plan and it doesn't go exactly according to plan, like, don't throw more money at it just so you can have exactly what you want. Maybe take that as an opportunity to do something else. Maybe something more magical come into your life. So I feel like both of you like kind of take your outside persona, and sometimes it kind of leaks into your personal life, and it's like, you know, treat your personal life a little bit more differently than your professional life. And play. Oh, how cute. Okay, may you seek out fun and connection. And both of you really, really do. Both of you make it a goal. Like, sometimes you have to schedule it, and sometimes, like, you know, that can be kind of annoying. But I feel like both of you make it a goal to like plan vacations, plan dates, plan even like time home alone, plan to just like, you know, chill in and watch a movie and have some fun snacks, or just kind of impromptu plans sometimes. Like, oh, both of you have a weekend free. It's like, oh, yeah, let's go do this. You guys definitely plan to have more moments together and quality time with each other. But I definitely feel like if you release control a little bit and kind of just like let it come up naturally, like sometimes I feel like you two have to kind of plan a lot of times to be with each other, like trips and weekends and events and stuff like that, or even days in. And sometimes it's like sometimes the magic happens when it's like kind of in the moment and impromptu. So Spirit's kind of like, I know you both are kind of very busy with your work life and your goals that you're accomplishing and everything that you want to do. But, and family life and home life and everything, but like try to have more impromptu dates or vacations or things you can do together, time in and stuff like that, because like that's when a lot of like the magical moments happen. Not that like planning vacations and all that isn't good, like those are also obviously really nice. You both like grand gestures and planning special days like that's totally fine, but like also make time for like special impromptu moments, and especially if it's like longer than like even if it's just like a date night one night, that's fine, that's great, but like impromptu even longer time together. All right, pile 4, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment, and with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Tiger's Eye pile. We're looking at messages from them and Spirit in regards to this connection. Let's start with messages from them. Burning desires. Yeah, I feel like this person has so many fantasies when it comes to you, and definitely sexually they want to have you in every which way. And I feel like it's not just the two of you having sexual relations and having encounters with each other and beautiful lovemaking, but also in terms of where, like I feel like they want to set the scene, kind of like I feel like there's like themes here. So I definitely feel like this person has like unlimited imagination when it comes to the ways that they would love to have you. And I definitely feel like if that's intimidating, I definitely feel like they just love having they just like having fun with you in so many different ways, and even coming like revisiting the same ways or the same place or whatever multiple times. They just have a burning desire for you in every which way imaginable. I do feel like some of it might be a little bit intimidating for you, but I do feel like this person will obviously make sure that you are totally comfortable and okay. Like I feel like the ways, because the two of you are so well connected, the ways that they would desire you would be ways that would be comfortable for you, even if they're in new ways. It'd be things that you would enjoy or be interested in, or like once in a while or something, but it's definitely something that you would be definitely okay with. They'd never push you beyond that. They would never have desires for you in a way that you would not be comfortable. And I'm getting like you are more than enough. Train whistle is confirmation there. You are more than enough. They just want to keep things interesting for you. They just want you not to be bored and kind of be interested in them. They feel like they don't want you to feel like the spark isn't there anymore. So if anything, they are trying to impress you and keep up with you, and they feel like they need to do that in this certain way at times. So you will never be bored in the bedroom with this person for sure, Pile 4. I definitely think they will want to please you and please themselves in ways that would really, really keep things exciting in the bedroom. Okay, I know I messed everything up. It came out in reverse, so I definitely feel like this person, I feel like they kind of blundered things a couple of times, and I feel like if this is a newer connection, I feel like it's like because they didn't know how to handle these situations before, or know how you would prefer they handled these kinds of situations. I feel like you made yourself clear that, like, hey, this is something I am insecure about, or this is something that I don't want to hear, or this is something that I don't want to that I'm uncomfortable with, or something like that. I'm not talking about like physically, because that could be something, but like I'm talking about just like wounds, past wounds, your needs. I'm talking about like inner child needs, just things that like that kind of trigger you, and how they can handle it. So I feel like if this is something new, they're just kind of like learning about you, and they feel really awful about maybe how they handled one or few things because they didn't know that about you, or they're just figuring that out, and so they're like they're taking that into account. They're recognizing like, hey, we all have our things, and if you're kind of showing them what you feel like is okay or not okay, like they are learning that like, oh, I can do that with them too. I can share what's okay for me and not okay for me. So I feel like, yeah, that's just something that they want to mention. If this is something where you've been together for a little while, I do feel like they might have stepped out of line, and what it's like, so they so clearly crossed the line, and they probably know that they did. Actually, they absolutely know that they did, and I feel like this is kind of making them work harder to kind of gain back your trust and gain back your like love for them, and they're definitely trying every which way to kind of show you that they have so much desire for you, and you're the only one in their eyes, in their hearts, and on their minds, and they don't know how they messed up so badly. I do feel like this person is actually remorseful, and I do feel like this person was actually like it was something that, like, I wouldn't say like didn't have any control over. I do feel like they had a little bit of control over it, but like it's something that almost anyone could have easily been in the same situation and messed up in the same way. But everyone makes mistakes, and I definitely feel like this person like listen to your own intuition. But I feel like for most of you, if this person is definitely putting in the energy and effort to show you that, like, no, they absolutely didn't mean to make the mistake, that everyone deserves kind of like a second chance if it's like appropriate, and you can tell by the kind of actions that they take afterwards. So that's for some very few people who they probably cross the line by messaging someone, flirting with someone, or having an transgression with someone else. But I'm getting like while they were super drunk, or like they weren't even in their right state of mind, or something like that, or maybe they thought that you did something or something like that. It's not excuses, but I feel like this person genuinely has very strong feelings for you, and so you use your own intuition if this person deserves a second chance or not. Okay, but what does Spirit want to say to you in regards to this connection? Stay optimistic. Yeah, positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. So if this is something new, I feel like this person is just like learning. Every relationship is different. Your likes and dislikes, what your boundaries are, and what your triggers are, what your past wounds are, what your inner child needs are, your shadow side, like everything, like, you know, so like this person is like still learning that, and you're still learning that about them too, so it kind of goes both ways. But both, you know, that's kind of like the difficult part of starting a new relationship is, you know, everyone kind of comes with their own baggage, and it's part of the deal, and that's something you kind of have to both work through together. And once you do, it's kind of like more easy sailing. But if you kind of ignore it and try to like pretend it didn't happen or get mad at each other when it's something from the past that couldn't, like, you know, you can't change it, like that's something, if you can't deal with that, then that's another whole issue. You might not be ready for a relationship kind of thing, right? But I feel like for most of you, it's kind of like everyone kind of like steps on each other's toes in the beginning a little bit, and you just kind of have to like figure that out. And sometimes that really hurts because it might be a really big trigger, but they might not be aware of it. It might be a really big past wound, and they might have not been aware of it. So it's just kind of like a learning curve, you know. And it's kind of like it's really, really fun in the beginning, but at the same time, it's really, really like you have to learn everything about that person. So it takes a minute, right? But luckily, both are so in love with each other that kind of makes that part easier, you know. If there's something where you've been together for a while, I feel like whatever this mistake was, I do feel like it was a genuine mistake, and they actually feel a lot of love for you. Clear. May you see things as they are. Yeah, I feel like you might be seeing red, or you might be clouded by some judgments. Like, I feel like you have some prejudices against that type of behavior because of your past or what you've seen in other relationships, and so you kind of might be jumping to extremes or jumping to conclusions here. And I feel like your head might not be clear, but like whose is, when you hear something like terrible that your person that you really care about has done, like you kind of start spinning, right? Especially if you have so much feelings for this person, and if you've experienced a lot together, like how could you not, right? And Spirit's like, kind of, you just kind of have to clear your head. You're better than this. You know you are. You're emotionally and spiritually mature, and you just need a second. If you need some time and space apart, then do that. If you need to kind of wait until you can even think about this, like a lot of times when people are just so angry, like they just need time to kind of just vent that anger, or like even just think about something else, because if you're so hurt, sometimes you can't deal with the pain at that moment, so you have to distract yourself for a little bit until you're ready to kind of work through it, you know. So it's like Spirit's like, do what you gotta do to get clear-headed. Maybe you need to work out a lot. Maybe you need to go to a friend's or a family member's place for a little bit. You know, maybe you need to get out of town, or you just need some space from this person. Do what you need to do to get your get your head to a clear place, because you never make good decisions when you're angry or when you're drunk or when you're in a bad negative energy. You'll never make the right decision in that state of mind. Like very, very rarely. Like how often can you recount that you've made a good decision when in that state of mind? You know, like very rarely. Like it's like maybe if it's to like stop a boundary or something, but besides that, no. If you're gonna make like a really important decision that's gonna affect you on the long term, and this is something so worth it and very, very strong bond, take a second. If this is more of like a newer connection, I definitely feel like I feel like you'll gain clarity pretty quickly. I feel like the two of you are having really good communication, and you're able to kind of clear the air pretty quickly just from a quick conversation, and then they understand where you're coming from, and you understand where they're coming from, and it's like, okay, done deal. Now we get it now, so it won't happen again, or you know, it won't happen in this way. So it's like, it's just kind of like, if this is a newer connection, it feels like you guys are clearing things very quickly as they come up, and learning about each other and learning about the situation more easily. All right, Pile 4, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light.